Top of the 8th, Padres here in Houston, 3-2. The Padres lead as they're up to the plate to bat here in the top of the 8th. The leadoff man for this inning will be Manny. And Stephen Okert is the pitcher currently for the Astros. The Padres have scored all 3 runs by one man, Fernando. He gave the Padres the lead in the top of the 7th with a solo shot to center. As that's a slider up high, and it's quickly 2-0. The count in Manny's favor.
Was a home run at every ballpark but Arizona's.
High wall in center.
2-0 pitch. Fouled off the face.
That would have left Fenway.
The mask of Caratini.
Center field wall here is 10 feet high. The Crawford box is 19-foot wall. And that goes up 6 feet to 25 in left center field, back down to 10. And that's 7 in right field.
2-1 pitch. Outside. 3-1 the count. Manny's 1 for 2 tonight.
3-1.
And that catches the zone. Manny tossed his bat. He thought it was a walk. But it just caught the corner of the zone. And the count is full.
Gabe Morales staring daggers at him.
Full count pitch. Manny hits a high fly ball, crushed to deep left field. That's caught by Jake Myers right in front of the wall. A deep fly out for Manny Machado. 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
What a great time of year. NBA playoffs, hockey playoffs. Tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern time, the Wild and Golden Knights get underway. Our Stanley Cup playoff round 1 coverage. Game 1, Golden Knights hosting the Wild at 10 Eastern, right here on ESPN.
Now up to bat for the Padres, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Inside fastball, ball 1.
Playing the other big 3 sports, so we never really learned how to ice skate. I wish I would have. Playing basketball.
You could squeeze some skating in.
1-0 offering.
At some point, you have to
Okert
make a
fires to
choice.
Bogaerts. Bogaerts rips this one to left field. That's a base hit. That's going to bounce off the wall. Jordan's got it. Bogaerts is digging for second, and he will just get there in time. It's a stand-up double for Xander.
His 8th of the season.
Last at bat with a single. This one with a double. Catches it out in front. His fastball right down the middle. Supposed to be outside corner. Was not. Xander didn't miss it.
8th double this season for Xander. As he's on second with 1 out in the top of the 8th. Padres up by 1. Here's SpongeBob to the plate. Oscar Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. And a slider that caught a lot of the plate. 0-1.
I was reading somewhere there was going to be a political debate, which they started early so that everybody could watch hockey.
It is so exciting live to go see hockey.
No debate about that, huh?
Go Canada. Gonzalez.
That one's fouled off, and it's quickly 0-2
Played for the Blue Jays, yeah.
in Okert's favor.
Firsthand. Up at Toronto.
So good.
Maple Leafs are in it.
Warming up in the bullpen for the Astros, rookie Logan Van Way.
Toronto, Montreal, religion. A country that's embracing baseball, though, at the younger age, too.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss.
Whiffs badly on a
Strike 3, got him to chase the slider. And Gonzalez goes down swinging. 2 gone in the top of the 8th.
Keep getting better and better, winning games in Williamsport.
And here comes Joe Espada.
Pitching change here on Sunday night.
Is that the end of Stephen Okert's night? It indeed is. Okert is done. We'll be right
Your
back
bones
from
are
Houston.
4 times as strong as concrete.
Yuli Gurriel is up. And
Logan
he
Van
is
Way
going
is
to
the
try to
new
cover
pitcher
his little extra
for the
insurance.
Astros.
Logan Van Way
2
now
outs in the
on
top
for
of the
Houston
8th
Astros.
with Bogarts
And with 2
at
outs here in the
second.
8th,
The batter for San Diego is Yuli Gurriel.
Astros announcers about Yuli Gurriel and his brother Lourdes Gurriel.
1-0 pitch. Way outside sweeper
They were hidden
in the
a
other
remote
batter's
home
box.
in Haiti.
2-0.
And they had to be hidden for a couple of weeks while the visas were being sorted out, but they were told, do not wander from where you're being hidden. The only place they could go to was a small winding path from their place toward the water on the 2-0.
It's 3-0.
3 balls and no strikes. So don't
As the
go anywhere,
fastball
but there's
misses
a path you can
outside,
take.
Gurriel
And one day
in
when
a very
they were
favorable
walking
count here.
on the path, they bumped into another who had defected from Cuba. He had come from his own hiding spot, but he shared the same path to get to the water. They'd never met him before.
That's a
And for the
4-pitch
first
walk
time, they realized that they had met
from Logan
Yordan
Van Way.
Alvarez. How about
Yuli
that
Gurriel
for the Gurriels
now on
and
first.
Yordan Alvarez.
And it's pretty cool because Yordan Alvarez was just a young kid about to sign
Sander
with
Bogarts at second.
the LA Dodgers, but the Gurriels are so famous in Cuba, and everybody wondered, where are they? Nobody knew that they were in Haiti. And they saw Alvarez, and Alvarez just told them, no he visto nada. I haven't seen a thing. Don't worry about it. And lo and behold, all three still impacting this league in a major way.
Gurriel's dad, famous, of course, in Cuba, but world famous for what he was able to do on the baseball field.
Up to the plate now for the Padres.
We're set for Iglesias.
Famous
after that
singer.
walk from Van Way.
And the second baseman, Jose Iglesias, as he pops the first pitch foul. It's 0-1.
That ball almost hit Steve Sparks. You got us into the story?
And then you kind of confirmed that, right? With Yuli told you the whole story.
Yes, he did.
Oh, 1 pitch up high, and the count
High at 90
is
from
all
Van
tied
Way.
at
We're
1.
located right behind home plate in our Sunday night broadcast booth. Here is our buddy Steve Sparks. Wealth of information and insight. Phenomenal at his job. Great guy. Of course, a very good Major League pitcher when he was there.
Iglesias fouls it down toward the Padres dugout, and it's 1-2 now. With 2 outs in the top of the 8th, and runners at second and first.
Opposing broadcasters. Every time you come into town,
1-run
you
lead
gotta break down everything.
for San Diego. Iglesias trying to tack on to that.
Also get Sparks' emails.
You're not on that email list?
Logan Van Way trying to shut this inning down. Here's the payoff pitch. Shoot it right to first base. Walker calls off Van Way to end the inning.
It's ChatGPT.
We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Astros down by 1. Come up to the plate with the heart of their order. We'll be right back from Dakin Park.
If you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet.
Sunday night countdown will start at 6 o'clock Eastern
Back to
time.
Houston.
Right here on ESPN.
Jordan to the plate for the Astros,
Alvarez.
facing Jason
Starting
Adams,
off with a slow sweeper at
who starts his
76.
second inning of work tonight.
From Jason Adams, who came on in the 7th, and now will try to get through the 8th. Alvarez.
Adam a righty, Jordan a lefty. You'd favor Jordan in this matchup, as he's quickly down to 0-2 as he fouls a changeup off.
Took the meat of the barrel.
Jordan's 0 for 2 tonight.
And that baseball.
He's got a sac fly. He's had a really cold start to the season. Way up high. On that fastball, it's 1-2 now. But one swing of the bat
30 or more
can change a season.
Alonso, Schwarber, Otani, and Judge. A who's who of home run
As
hitters.
Jordan fouls that fastball off,
That'd be a good home run hitting contest right
and
there.
we'll do it
Big
again.
sign up for that group.
Does Pete Alonso have 30 already? It feels like it.
What a start to the year.
1-2. Ground ball foul. Jeremy Pena on deck for the Astros.
Outfield playing very deep. Jordan Alvarez at the plate.
Native of Omaha, Nebraska, Adams.
1-2 pitch. Jordan ground ball up the middle. It's right to Bogarts. Fired to first. Got him.
Frustrating night
Alvarez
for Jordan
retired.
Alvarez.
1 out in the bottom of the 8th.
Hitless on the night.
Up to bat for the Astros now, the shortstop, former World Series MVP in his rookie season, Jeremy Pena. Pena is 1 for 3 tonight with a double.
Here's Pena, who ripped a double his second time up.
Pena takes a sweeper that drops into the zone, strike 1.
In there for a strike. Ryan King getting loose in the Astros pen.
0-1 offered from Adam. Pena rips that one foul down the third base line. He's quickly down, 0-2.
And Adams just throws the kitchen sink at you as well. He really burst out of the scene when he was with the Rays. In that 23-year, 56 appearances, a sub-3 ERA at 69 strikeouts, 12 saves, and 54 innings. This is not 99 either.
I mean, it's 5 different pitches from a reliever.
Right.
Just unheard of, really. Occasional four-seamer, just for show. Can get it up to 94, 95.
Yep.
Change-up, slider, sweeper, cutter.
The 0-2 delivery from Adam. It's down and away. It's 1-2 now.
Everything moves.
It's amazing. You know, you get to the 8th inning.
1 out, bottom of the 8th. Astros down by a run.
That's what they all do.
Pena trying to get a run started.
That guy. And yet he's got an 0.79
1-2 pitch again.
ERA. As Pena swings, this one gets away.
He struck out, but it got away from Maldonado, and Pena's going to be safe. He struck out. The ball took a hard bounce. It got away from the former Astro, Martin Maldonado.
Gotta catch a break somewhere.
And Pena
really good spinner.
catches a break. Maldonado just missed it.
To block it, tries to backhand it. That's what he's disappointed with himself. He knows that's unacceptable from his angle. Tries to throw him out, but Pena.
Take a look at some of the information here, Cody. 3-inch less break than average.
So
but
Jeremy
the vertical
Pena,
was
after the
8 inches
strikeout,
more. You could see. Take another
gets
look
the
at
first
that
base of the
replay.
wild pitch.
Reaction when he
And we're going to battle visit to the
his lips
Padres.
were suggesting like, I had no chance on that.
Yeah, but it had so much drop on it, as we showed in that graphic, that
Christian
Maldonado thought he was
Walker
gonna
is
get
the
there in
batter
the
now
air.
for the
That's kinda
Astros
why
in his
he
first
misread
season
it.
with Houston.
Azo 3D Plus brought to you by Sage. That's
As the
official
Padres pitching
finance
coach
software partner of Major
comes out to
League
talk
Baseball.
to Jason Adam and Martin Maldonado.
Take another look at the face of Pena. Eddie, you ever have this on a swing? Watch his mouth. He's like, I got zero. Watch.
Every other night,
No
Carl.
chance.
Every other night during my baseball career when I faced the righty.
He's like, what was that? Look. Oh, God. Oh, I can go.
Another strange rule in baseball. You strike out.
0 for 3 tonight is Christian Walker.
Rubs every
He's got
pitch.
Pena at first.
I struck him
1 out, bottom of the 8th.
Strikeouts on the night
Down
for
by a
Christian
run.
Walker.
Be a
Is this
good
a
time
chance
for a
him
big
to
Seawalk
redeem
hit.
against Adam?
Righty-righty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Walker pops it straight up.
First
Coming
pitch,
in
sky high,
is
up on the infield.
Xander Bogaerts, who let it drop.
That is smart.
And they'll get
there.
the
You're
force
trading
out.
The speed of Pena
At second.
for Walker at first base, and now you can play the outfield. Not too deep with Caratini coming up.
That's a really smart play.
I love the reaction of the crowd
Right.
when it hits the ground.
Like, oh.
That was a very, very smart play by Xander Bogaerts, just letting it drop.
Pinch runner at first base.
As Chas McCormick is now pinch running for Christian Walker. With a very veteran move, knows Pena's fast, just lets it drop. So Pena has no chance to get the second. And it's two out now in the bottom of the eighth. Here's the catcher, Victor Caratini, to the plate. Caratini batting lefty, as we know. He can switch hit. Let's see what he can do here against Jason Adam with a runner at first. Adam looks at McCormick, goes into his lineup, and delivers the 1-0 pitch. McCormick goes, ball's up high, and the ball gets away from Bogaerts, so Chas McCormick has a stolen base.
There's hesitation in Adams' delivery. Right then and there, that you're able to get
Maldonado's throw could have been better. It hit McCormick, too. The ball hit McCormick, but Xander could not hold on to it in his glove.
Good count here for Caratini, 2-0. A little blooper will get the tying run in. But Tatis is licking his chops and a chance to throw on a runner at home.
2-0 on Caratini. Adam looks at Chas. Now fires. Swing and a miss. And a changeup in the zone. 2-1.
Very on.
It's not so much the speed. It's in the upper 80s. It's a late movement that he gets on that pitch.
Can I have deception to one of that too with the delivery?
Absolutely.
Crowd knows this is a big at-bat. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Change up in the dirt, fooled Caratini, and the count is tied at 2.
Has all year, and it's doing it tonight.
Wade playing a shallow center field.
2 outs, bottom of the
Homers
8th.
this year for Caratini.
McCormick at second
2-2 from Adam.
has the
McCormick
tying
at
run.
second.
Here's the pitch. Caratini fouls it off.
Contact, but it's a souvenir to the seats in the third base side.
And now the intensity is growing. The crowd is getting into it, trying to help out their team. Two-two pitch again. Got him looking! A sweeper right down the pipe. Freezes Caratini. And the Padres get out of the jam. What a pitch by Jason Adam. We head to the top of the 9th. Padres 3, Astros 2. We'll see you in a bit from Houston.
Behind every moment.
See what he was dressed as?
Sunday Night Baseball has returned. Top of the 9th. We got a kid wearing a hot dog suit in the stands.
Looks like, green is
What the
relish.
hell?
Chicago relish, isn't it?
That's got to be something his grandmother gave him. Yeah.
Wade hits a ground ball up the middle, stopped, and they get him out.
Made by Isak Paredes.
Isak throws to Zach DeCenzo, the new first
Really
baseman in the
nice play
game.
across your body. The range right here, you're playing even with the bag. You get the hop.
And
Now
Wade
you have to square
is retired
yourself up.
on 2
Does
pitches.
that throwing off the right foot.
New pitcher for the Astros,
Man
it's
down.
Brian King.
Maldonado, Anato, and then Tatis.
Here's the former stalwart of the Astros who won 2 rings with them, Martin Maldonado. He was the starting catcher for those 2017 and 2022 championship teams for Houston.
That's Fernando Tatis right
Left
here. The exit
to
velocity 108.
Signed with a
Slider.
basically a half a season with the White Sox. And now has landed with San Diego as he hits a fly ball to center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Martin Maldonado on board with a single with one out in the top of the ninth. And now the order flips to the top, and here is Fernando.
We're both caught, as you said. But it puts it all in place now for Fernando Tatis Jr., who's had a wonderful evening.
Fernando's 2 for 3 with a homer. Has scored all 3 runs for San Diego.
Here's Tatis.
Let's see if he can add 2 more.
For the San Diego Padres. First pitch from Brian King is in for ball 1.
Looks like he takes the ball inside, 1-0.
Tatis, as the years have progressed, because he's moved back on the plate, still hitting it out in front, but just giving himself more time to be able to do it.
That's a fastball that might have missed the zone, but it was called a strike nonetheless, 1-1. First career game with a triple and a bomb for Fernando Tatis Jr. tonight. As that was definitely a strike. It caught the edge of the zone. It was painted there. Good pitch from Brian King. 1-2 now.
Those are a great graphic. I mean,
The count in King's favor.
Talk about letting the ball travel. Don't jump. Don't roll over. That graphic shows.
Payoff pitch from the lefty King. Got him looking. A fastball at the bottom of the zone. Freezes Fernando. And he goes down. 2 outs. In the top of the ninth with Maldonado at first. And now up to bat for the Padres.
With the off-speed.
The pinch hitting designated hitter, Gavin Sheets, who is pinch hitted for the injured Luis Suarez. Lefty-lefty matchup as the fastball catches the outside edge of the zone. Paint again by Brian King. He's just painting the zone right now. The last 3 pitches have been painted. 0-1 offering. Whoa! Nearly hit Gavin Sheets. Count is all tied at 1. Gavin Sheets has a single, which scored Tatis.
Don't forget the hockey on ESPN2 on a 1-1 to Sheets.
That one's in the zone for a strike. Another painted pitch from Brian King. That's 1-2 now. This has been a really good outing from Brian. Let's see if he can shut it down. Sheets hits that one into the seats down the third base line. And this at-bat will go another pitch further. Padres up by a run, try to do more damage. Brian King trying to get out of the jam. Sheets fouls that one off. It's not really a jam that the Astros are in. They're just trying to get out of the outing, or the inning, without blowing this game open. One, two. Fly ball, center field. Myers backing up. He's under it. He'll make the catch. And we'll head to the bottom of the ninth. The Astros down by a run. They're bottom of the order. Will come up to face dominant catcher this year. Dominant closer this year, Robert Suarez. Let's see if he can clinch another save. We'll be right back from Houston.
So while I'm gone, you'll feed Rosie Blue Buffalo?
Robert Suarez, in 9 innings so far, hasn't allowed a run. 8 saves and 8 opportunities. Looking for 9 for 9 here.
9 games.
Let's see if he can do it. He'll have to face the Astros' bottom of the order, nursing a 1-run lead. Their leadoff man to begin the bottom of the ninth, Jake Myers.
7, 8, and 9 for Houston. They entered Sunday 10 up, 10 down.
Sinker below the zone to start it off. 1-0.
Single double scored a run. 1 of 2 they scored in the 5th to tie it at 2. They flew out to right.
Suarez has been locked down so far this year. Trying to keep that up. Swing and a miss. Changeup at the bottom of the zone. Got Myers to whiff. And it's 1-1.
Right there from the closer.
And Myers calls timeout.
Reminds you of that Trevor Hoffman type changeup. Used to close for many years, a Hall of Famer for the San Diego Padres.
Fouled off.
Changeup at
1 and 2.
2024 All-Star. His first 5 outings, he
Home
did
crowd trying to get into it
hit.
to help out Myers. Payoff pitch from Suarez. Fouled off himself.
Plate, and he will stay at the
And we'll
plate as
see
well
another.
with foul ball. So all in all, 6 straight outings without giving up a hit. He was the first Padre to begin a season like that. The fastball's been terrific, 1 for 17 opposing hitters. That's an 0.59 average.
Payoff pitch from Suarez.
There it was right there.
Fastball up and in at 100. Myers fouls it back.
On your hands.
And this
Yes.
at-bat
Perceived velocity is probably like
continues to
105
be a battle.
after that changeup.
Myers making Suarez work.
His is more conventional in style, a little more of a long arm, high 3/4 delivery.
He's what you'd expect.
Big pitch here. Ground ball in play. And I take that back. It's foul. Manny might have got Myers. Myers is very quick. But the at-bat rages on. As we'll take a look at it. And yeah, that indeed went foul.
When you throw 100 miles per hour, you throw it 4 of the 6 pitches in.
And Manny didn't like that call.
Well, Trevor Hoffman didn't throw 100.
I'm not saying it's your go-to pitch, but you're going to have a changeup in the mix.
Trevor Hoffman had a parachute change.
He did.
He pulled the ripcord on that one. Suarez more of a power change.
Suarez up in the count, 1-2. Trying to strike out Myers to send the message to start this inning. 1-2 pitch again. Got him looking. Fastball paying at the edge of the zone at triple digits. That's a backwards K to start off the bottom of the ninth for Robert Suarez. Myers goes down looking.
I mean, not only 100, but 100 right there. In that spot.
Now here's Cam.
And Smith gets his first ever look.
He's
at
1 for
Suarez.
3. And Suarez drops a changeup
With a changeup.
below the
1-0.
zone. 1-0.
Certainly stay tuned to Sports Center post-game of the hockey and all day to get the latest updates. ESPN.com on Luis Suarez, who left after that collision first inning of this game, taken to a hospital.
Cam shoots a fastball that was pumped in at 101 miles per hour.
To move all of his
Foul.
extremities,
And the count
alert, aware.
is tied up at 1.
Very, very emotional, scary scene here. And thankfully, the news tonight appears to be trending in the right direction for Luis Suarez. Smith taking big
Another
hacks
foul
at it
ball.
at 99. I mean, you got to start your
That's
swing
1 and
right
2.
when he's about to let the ball go, right?
Well, you still have to recognize it. You have to stay as compact as you can, and you try to swing as
Cam
hard
calls
as
time.
he's throwing it. That's when you get yourself into trouble. That's where the changeup comes into play.
Suarez is trying to blow it by him, it seems like. Has called the fastball the last 2 pitches. Let's see if it comes again. Here's the pitch. It's a changeup.
What was
And
the
it
old
drops in
saying?
the
Slow
dirt.
feet, quick hands.
The
Slow
count
feet,
is all
quick
tied at
hands.
2. Suarez has missed with the changeup both times. He's
Once you start to try
got
to
Cam to
overswing,
foul
you
off the
take too much.
fastball both times.
That 100, as your head moves forward, becomes
Let's see what happens here.
not only the perceived velocity, but even more velocity.
Big
coming in.
pitch. The count is full. The changeup is spiked again. And now this is a really big spot. Bottom of the ninth. No one out. I mean, sorry, 1 out. No one on base. The count is full.
I go 100. Do not
This would be a huge walk if Cam can draw it. Here's the pitch. Shot. What a catch by Yoli Gurriel, laid out to make the diving catch. It's a line out for Cam. 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. What a play by another former Astro on the championship teams. Wow. Yoli Gurriel laying his body out, putting his body out there on the line. He is 40-plus years old, folks, doing that. That's wanting to win at all costs, and look at Jose Iglesias patting him on the back. Iglesias, another Grizzly veteran,
He said that most of his relievers don't like
another 35-plus-year-old player.
that when the game speeds up, a lot of times they end up not getting to the right pitch because there's not enough time because of the pitch clock. He said that's one of the casualties on his pitching staff.
Loving the effort.
Sometimes they don't get the right
For this fellow
sequencing of
teammate.
pitching going because they get run up against
So the
the
last hope for the Astros,
Pretty
it's a pitch hitter. It's Yainer.
A very thoughtful pitching coach, obviously, for sure.
He's had a very slow start to the year as he says hello to his ex-teammate Maldonado, steps in the box, digs in, and here we go.
Consistently to be a competitive team this season. Diaz.
Swing and a miss. Fastball down the pipe at 1-0-1.
0 for 4 last night. But Friday night, 2 for 4.
Fastball misses outside, and the count is tied at 1. That one was also at 101 miles per hour.
With a 1-run lead. If you hang the changeup, it's in the Crawford boxes. So even Smith would have only had a double on the 3-2 fastball. So stay away.
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Astros down their final strike, blown right by Diaz at 100.
You can throw your changeup, you better miss down with it. If you don't, you speed up.
And here we go. This is for the win. Got him! Fastball at the top of the zone. Gets Yainer to whiff. And Suarez is still untouchable in 2025. The Padres win 3-2. In Houston, what a win for the Padres. See y'all later. RB out. Peace.